Hi guys, it's Charlotte. This is part two of the three-part what to expect after having a baby video. And this part is what to expect from a kind of a newborn. So this is stuff I wish people would have told me um, what to expect after having a baby and you know, what to expect basically. So the first thing is if you're a new mom, you have never really had a baby, you don't realize the stuff, this is perfect for you. But first of all, for the first week, you will be so nervous holding your baby. It will be unbelievable. And if somebody else is really good for your baby, you're gonna be like, no, you take the baby. And let me tell you, it's perfectly normal. I was so scared to just pick up my baby and put it up on my chest and stuff, and I was just very nervous, and I got really emotional since I was like, well, why can't I hold my baby? I'm the mom. And it will go away. You will get used to your baby. It's just the neck thing, because they really are very fragile creatures. The second one is meconium. The first poops they will have lasts about like, I don't know, a week and a half to 2 weeks. And let me tell you, it is sticky stuff. And they tell you it's like tar. It really is. If it gets stuck to your hand, let me tell you, it is hard to get off. And it doesn't stink very much. But man, if you get it on your skin, it is just like the worst. And it is horrible to wipe off their butts. So just warning you about that. Meconium sucks. Alrighty. So things that honestly your baby will not use at all. And these are things a lot of moms are like, oh, these are so cute, when they go to the store and they're like, we're gonna buy this and that. But honestly, I'm gonna warn you right now, ladies, you probably will not use them at all. And the first one is shoes. Babies' feet are so delicate and they're shaped a little funny that they will not fit into shoes. It doesn't matter how much you lightly cram their foot in, you will not be able to get their feet in. And honestly, you will not use them. If you go to a thrift store and you find a pair for $1 or $2, like sure, pick it up, give it a chance. But if you're spending like 30 bucks on a pair of newborn shoes, personally, it's not a good idea. I never did it. I never put shoes on my baby. I put slippers and socks on my daughter, but like otherwise, I didn't put anything else on her feet. Next one is headbands. And I know a lot of moms like to put headbands on the hair challenged babies with no hair at all. But honestly, guys, they really hate, well, my daughter personally and all my friends' kids hate headbands. And I mean, like, they've never had anything on their head before, and all of a sudden there's this, like, scrunchie around their head. Wouldn't you be annoyed? And it doesn't matter how cute and decorated it is, it comes off so easily, and it just, you'll be walking and all of a sudden you'll lose it, and it's like, oh crap, I spent $7 on that thing. Was it worth it? I don't think so, but you could try. I mean, I have a few that I bought, and after like the 3-4 month mark, I could use them occasionally, but otherwise for newborns, I never really use them at all. The next, unfortunately, is dresses. I would not bother at all trying to put a dress on a newborn. It is so hard to get it over their heads and buttoned up. Then you got to put the tights on, and you got to put some shoes on their feet, which the shoes are like no. And it is super cute if you have a little girl. Like, dresses are the sweetest things, but honestly, you will not get a kid in a dress and be decently happy until like maybe 6 months, because newborns hate dresses. They just hate them. And also baby moisturizer. Now, babies probably don't care. I mean, they care because the moisturizer is freezing cold and you're putting it on their body and they're gonna like cry. But baby skin is naturally moist. My mom told me this while I was buying it, because I bought the Johnson and Johnson's or Equate or some kind of brand of lavender baby moisturizer, and she's like, baby skin is moist already, you're never gonna use it. And I was like, oh no mom, I'll use it. And I got it, and I maybe used it twice, and I was like, this is bullcrap. Her skin is extremely soft. It's like, yeah, it smells really good, but you really don't need to put moisturizer on. And even after a bath, and you know, moms are like, oh, what if my baby skin isn't like smooth enough? No, your baby skin is naturally hydrated and smooth. And honestly, over time, if you use moisturizer, their skin is gonna crave it. If you take it away, and when you realize that it's stupid after like 6-7 months, their skin is actually gonna dry out because it's used to the moisturizer. So I don't recommend buying baby moisturizer and any of that, because honestly, I never really used it, and I have 3 bottles of it. So that I don't think that was a very good idea. All right, so baby nails, and I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna put it out there that baby nails are extremely soft, thin, and delicate at least the first month. And you can try clipping them. You can try biting them. I bite my daughter's nails, and I know people are like, ew, whatever. Honestly, it's so not weird to me. But I wouldn't even try the first month. Just put mittens on their hands. And if you think, oh, they won't like mittens, they like to suck on their hands. Honestly, babies will suck on the mittens on their hands because it's just an instinct. Or you can use the pacifier, obviously, to calm them down. But I never gave my daughter a pacifier. She hates them. So she sucks on her fist, and she would suck right through that mitten, so it doesn't matter. But I'd wait until at least 2-3 months to start clipping or biting their nails. It's safer to bite because you know you could clip their little skin. If you bite it and it's not weird at all, I do it all the time. It's not a big deal. You just gotta make sure they're clean, and they'll come off really easily, and it's a lot safer because you won't bite their whole finger, right? The next one is, and this is a big one, guys, and this is something nobody told me. Babies have poop explosions all the time, and I'm not talking about 1 or 2 times occasionally. I'm talking about all the time, and it will go up the front, it will go up the back, and it will go all over the place, and it will be a horrible thing to clean. So I'm just warning you right now, expect to have diapers that just blow up all over the place and get everything dirty. And babies poop like 4 times a day. My daughter pooped a lot. For the first couple months, they poop a lot. And oh my goodness, it was disastrous. And I never knew that babies could do that. I thought they'd be having little poops in their diapers. Nope, that's not true at all. Alrighty. And also, they will poo and pee while you're changing them. So they just pooped, and you remove the diaper and you put a new one on, and while you're changing them and put the new diaper on, they will pee and poop. And this will literally happen probably every time for the first month, and it's really frustrating. Nobody told me that, so there you go. Just be aware of that, and that it will happen a lot. And girls pee on you too. It's not just boys. Boys just have a great aim. All right. Also, for people that say, don't buy a lot of newborn diapers, just because they're going to grow out of it, that's very true. Babies do grow out of newborn diapers just because it's up to about 8 pounds, and most babies are born 7 to 9 pounds, depending on a good weight. And they're like, just buy 1 pack just for the first couple weeks. Guys, they poop and pee a lot. Buy at least 2 packs. And when all the meconium is done and everything, and they've got less poopy explosion diapers, that's when you kind of cut it off and go to the number ones. Because newborn diapers, you get so much less, and they're so much more expensive. So I can understand why you're only buy 1 of those packs and just get the number 1 packs, because it's a lot of money for newborn diapers, but it's worth it because you don't want a giant diaper on your little tiny baby, because that's even more of an excuse for them to poop out their diaper all the time. Alrighty. Okay, so honestly, every mom told me this, and every pediatrician on all this kind of crap. They were like, you have to feed your baby every 2 to 3 hours. And let me tell you guys, especially if you're breastfeeding. That is not true at all. You don't have to do that. Unless they have a medical issue and they need to gain weight a lot, you do not need to feed them every 2 to 3 hours. One of my friends did that, and her baby is a porker. He's so chunky and cute, but you don't need to feed your baby that much. Especially if your baby has been sleeping for 2 to 3 hours, and then you're like, should I wake them up? Should I do this and that? I think if your baby was eating kind of regularly and then went for like a 5 hour nap, and then you're like, should I feed them? Honestly, let your baby sleep. If it goes past 6.5 hours, wake up your baby. Otherwise, you can let them sleep for those 4 or 5 hours, because honestly, you want them to sleep, because that's the only time you get to sleep if you can, and you can get things done. So do not wake up your baby unless it's past like 6.5 hours to feed them, because that's just honest. That you don't need to do that. Okay, they're fine. They still have food in their stomach. And if you're really worried and you don't want to wake them up, guess what? If you put a bottle near baby's lips, put it in their mouth a little bit, they will drink while they're asleep, and then you just take it out. And there's nothing except for possible choking, but it never happened to me. Babies are fine with just putting a bottle in their mouth and all that. And you don't have to wake them up, because everyone said wake your baby up every 2 to 3 hours, and I was like, no, I don't have to. Unless they have a weight problem, unless a doctor told you you have to, don't have to if your baby is healthy. Alrighty. So nobody told me this, but a lot of newborns get really nasty, yucky necks, where the skin folds are, and the reason is just because babies are so scrunched up when they are little, that milk and other things gets in there, and bacteria, and it sits there, and then it gets infected, and it sometimes hurts for babies, sometimes it doesn't bother them. But you have to make sure when they're first born that you do get underneath the creases and you let it dry completely, because remember, you don't want moisture in there at all. And also armpits as well. Armpits is the worst. My daughter had it really bad under her armpits and neck, and it was severe. And and once it gets really worse, it's really hard to get it better quick. It takes a really long time. Alrighty, and there is one more thing. Alrighty, so obviously you have your diaper bag and everything. Let me tell you guys, it will be crazy how much stuff you have to pack and how much you have to prepare just to go out for a grocery trip. You have to have the diapers, and you gotta have the pacifier, and if you're not breastfeeding, bottles. If you are breastfeeding, you need the nursing cover if you want it. I mean, like, I never really cared for the nursing cover. I just grabbed a receiving blanket. And you need extra clothes, because they will poop through their clothes, as you know, and all this and that. And like, seriously, it's just for a quick trip, and you can't believe how much you had to pack. I mean, it took me an hour. And my daughter's 10 months old. She's not even a newborn. It took me an hour just to pack up all the stuff she would need for me to go over for a couple hours at a friend's house, who's 5 minutes down the road, because you literally have to be prepared for anything to happen. And it's just crazy. But anyways, I need to wrap up this video. Part 3 is next, and that's just for babies who are 6 months and up, because honestly, they tell you what's going to happen when you become a mom. They tell you what's going to happen when newbornish, but they never tell you what's going to happen after about 6 months. So that is coming. Like this video, comment, do whatever. Any negative comments, keep it to yourself, guys. This is my second YouTube video technically, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a few things, and have a great day.